Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Ooga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Hi, everybody. It's so great to see you. I say it every week, and it's true every week. This is my favorite hour of the week, spent with all my my beautiful YouTube subscribers, all my friends and family out there, and of course, my beloved producer.
Hello.
Hello, and I can see I can see the chat now, and I really love that. And I can see that we already have a lineup. That's awesome. Okay, everybody. Well, I guess might as well get started.
Yeah, you see the chat, so you know
Oh,
what you
yes, I
what you
do.
got to do. Well, let's switch it to
Okay,
the
so
other layout here so they can see the cards. There we go.
now, wasn't there a question from High Priestess that I just lost? Or was that from last week? There we go.
Hi, Priestess. Are we back to just using letters for names?
Okay, so she wants to know what C thinks of her, eh? Okay. I'm just using the playing cards for you, High Priestess. And I am going to look at what is the dealio between High Priestess and C. What's going on there? And of course, you know, High Priestess, that you're the most important one in this equation. More okay that you're all right with yourself than anybody else is all right with you. I hope you understand that. I know you do. As High Priestess, you are the keeper of all the esoteric knowledge. All right. So another little shake here. And High Priestess. And what's his face? Okay. So spade. Ooh, it's two spades. Ooh, and a diamond. Okay, so you've got some obstacles here. You've got some politics to work with it. I can see that right in the five of spades. And you know, when I look at it, I think of it as yield, 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 and then two stop signs here. So it just feels like with this one, you know, do you want to wait forever? Do you want to concede forever? Because this is what the deal is with this guy. So it's not what he thinks of you. It's that it is what he thinks of you, and he's putting a lot of people in front of you. And I really don't think that it's good for you to be in this relationship. And I say that particularly because right here I see the Knight of Diamonds coming in. And he's someone who's holding a treasure. And he's someone who thinks you're a treasure. So maybe it's a good time for you to relax, have a cup of tea, drink a glass of wine with a friend, and put on a little lipstick and rouge and get out there and meet somebody else, because there's somebody else that wants to meet you. Okay, so that's what the cards said to me. And we had Howard Burgess. Oh, you're welcome, High Priestess. Okay. Oh, there's Howard Burgess. And it says, hello, Queen. And I know that there were some people before him, but Howard Burgess had another request higher up in the chat. So he says, hello, Queen. I was wondering if my financial situation is going to be improving in the near future. And again, I'm using the playing cards right now just for a change of pace, Howard. And Howard's financial situation. Oh, I hope you get hearts and diamonds. Lots of red cards. Oops, clubs. Clubs aren't too bad. Ooh, spades. You've got some obstacles here. But I like that it ends with the hearts. And, you know, it looks like you have potential business-wise here. And you have potential in kind of not just business, but doing what you love. And this is talking about your finances. It's saying they could be moving forward and you could be enjoying something much better. But when I look at what's going on right now, for some reason, you are stubbornly choosing a wrong-headed path here. And that's the only way I can put it. It's spades, and it's not a very nice spade. And if you notice, like here, They're all lined up. There's a clear road for you. They're all lined up. There's a clear road for you. But when you look at the reality that you're choosing, there's an obstacle. You are purposely choosing a path that has an obstacle. And I don't care how profitable you think this path is. The cards are saying there are better paths to follow that will get you beyond any obstacles and will get you moving forward faster. Okay, so that's what I see for your finances, Howard. You can improve them. Okay, so can you scroll that up a little bit? Because I think I had I think I had Sonia and Alicia. Oh yeah. Okay. Mary M. Mary M. is general reading, and I would love to give you a general reading, Mary M. And for right now, I'm using the playing cards, and for you, I'm going to do a northeast, southwest, and north. We've got the Ace of Hearts, and it is reversed, so we'll talk about that. In your east, we have the Knight of Diamonds. And in your south, you have the Six of Hearts, but it's the Six of Hearts reversed. And then in the direction you're going, we have the Eight of Spades, but it's the Eight of Spades reversed. And you have more red than black here, so you're on a good path altogether. When I look at this right here, it feels like you're being pulled into a more restrictive path. Maybe a path of doing what's expected of you, the whole Susie Homemaker thing, or being a good secretary kind of thing. There's really a misogynist feel about this. And I think that this is a good time for you to take stock of yourself and think more of yourself and ask more for yourself. Because it just feels like you've got some people who are putting unrealistic expectations on you for their own thought process, to fit their own mores, and that doesn't work. You've got you yourself. I see the Ace of Hearts, and the Ace of Hearts is a new beginning. So basically right now you have a new beginning starting around you, but it's reversed, and the word doubt comes through. So I'm worried about you doubting yourself. And that gets right back to, somebody close to you, maybe societal or religious or family expectations being put upon you and stopping you from following your heart's desire. And the Knight of Diamonds here is telling me, something, you should grab a hold of the opportunities that are in front of you and quit worrying about what other people think. Because whatever's in front of you is something that feeds your heart. And that's the best, okay? So I hope that helped you out. And I'm going to continue on with playing cards just because it's been a while since I've read them. And they seem to be talking, okay? So then we have Alicia. And Alicia is sending light and love. Oh,
Take a
it's
breath.
Nice to see you, Alicia.
Take a
just
breath,
like that.
literally.
Okay.
Sorry, folks, about the extreme choppiness. It is at this point out of my hand without actually having to restart everything.
Yes, we have had some technical difficulties.
Some is an understatement.
Yes, as you remember, a couple weeks ago, we had to do the broadcast from my laptop, which was just really difficult, and the picture was bad, and unfortunately, y'all were looking up my nose. So I'm glad to have my camera back and my producer back, and I hope that we get this computer situation figured out pretty soon. It's something small that we're having a hard time kind of tracking down. It was between the power supply and the video card, but I think that neither one of them turned out to be the problem. So we're still guessing. Anyhow, Alicia, thank you for sending light and love. We love you back. And Sonia says, hi, Thelly and Oliver. May I please get a general reading for this week? Well, of course you can, Sonia. And as you can see, I am using the playing cards this week. You've got a little side message there. So shuffle them up, give them a cut. And this week, okay, so I do see obstacles in your way as you're coming in here. I think there's you're coming into this week feeling a little bit frustrated. But when I look at how you end the week, it looks like you can get a handle on all these. And when I look at them, you see them facing in a couple different directions. I think this is a good week for you to sort out what's really important, because it feels like you're starting out the week with a lot of little problems that aren't really your problems or aren't really important. Because the first thing I get with this week is you need to set your priorities. And it looks like you have a lot on your plate. But overall, you've got good messages this week. So you've got good things coming in. I see that through the Ten of Hearts. The Ten of Hearts is a really positive card. And it's balanced out by the Eight of Swords here. But there's a little bit of an evolution. And it says, out of 8, you should only keep 3. So this is a time to do, first thing when you get into the office, do a judicious spring cleaning. Purging, that's the word I'm looking for, purge. Start out the week with a purge because you've got a lot of good things coming in and you need to make room for it. And also, there's somebody, when I see this, I see somebody in an authoritarian, a position of authority, but it's somebody that you like and respect. It's like your favorite manager or whatever. And it seems like he's a little wounded. So it feels like you won't be able to count on him this week because he has some problems of his own. He's got, it's not your issue, but he's got problems of his own. So he's going to be distracted and not too useful for you. But this Queen of Spades assures me that you can handle everything that's in front of you. And you can handle all the nice little things that are being put in front of you, including the bad little things. But it feels like you've got a really busy week coming up. Good for you. It's good chance. It's a good opportunity to show your leadership ability. And the little side note, yeah, that goes right with that. Good week to show your leadership ability. You can come out of this week very victorious. Like the phrase feather in your cap comes through. Okay, so Sonia, Patricia. Oh, Patricia, well, congratulations on landing a temporary position. I know that can be exciting and nerve-wracking as well because you wonder if they like you as well as you like them. It's almost like being in high school again. But let's do a little northeast, southwest with the playing cards for you and see how you can turn this temporary position into something a little bit permanent. Something permanent. Okay. And with any new position, it's all about the politics and it's all about learning to get along with everybody and learning everybody's idiosyncrasies. But of course, you know that. So let's see what it says for you as far as this new temporary position. North, east, oh nice, south, and west. Okay, so you've got a few characters here. And the one thing that I thought of is that you always need you need to get along with those around you and you need to learn the personalities. And this is kind of showing me the personalities. And it's showing me that you've got someone that's kind of ultra helpful, but it's in a strange sort of way. It's like she's the loneliest person there. So you've got somebody that's a little clingy. But she doesn't feel like she can do too much for you. But she's nice enough. Don't hurt her feelings. But try and keep her at arm's length. You are well liked here, because when I look at the Jack of Spades, he seems to be open. You've got and he seems to be that idea that he's attractive. So you've got somebody in management who's attractive and probably in your age group, but it seems like he's good with the attaboys. He's good with showing you the way, and that's somebody who's in your corner, and you are impressing him, and he's the one to impress. The needy one's a little bit of a waste of time, so you might want to send her back to her cubicle as often as possible. You have to watch out. You also have steer clear of the office gossip and her lieutenant, if you will, because it feels like you've got a little bit of a toxic personality thing going there. but it really feels like it's something that you can keep at arm's length. Your focus should be on the manager, the one who is giving you direction and attaboys. Sort of the one who signs your paycheck kind of thing. Okay, so knowing who to suck up to and who to leave alone. That's how you get that job permanently. Know your politics. Okay, so what else do we have? For intuitive. So nice. Hello, intuitive. And she says, hi there, beautiful queen. My question is regarding a place to live. Okay. Well, thank you, intuitive. Oh, made me blush. Okay. So intuitive and a place to live. And I think intuitive wants to see the tarot cards. And I've had enough of the playing cards. So we're going to move on to my old friends, the Scapini deck. Okay, place to live. Now that seems to be you're not the only one going through that. Feels almost like musical chairs when it comes to apartments and households. I'm surprised at how fast houses are selling. So much. Okay, so intuitive and place to live. Okay, so the cards came falling out, and that's what I'm going to go with. You've got wands here. Okay, so I worry this right here seems to be a separate situation with a place to live. It feels like, I'm getting the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups reversed, but they feel like one and the same person. And it makes me think, do you have a man-child that might be putting off bad vibes? Because it feels like you've got something standing in your way there. And it feels like somebody, like I said, a man-child. It really has that feeling. But having said that, the cards still say that you can find something that works within 6 weeks. Because it's giving me a 6, and wands are usually weeks. And it just, with this wand, it feels like it's a card of victory, but you have all the different professions here. And when I put it down, it just said you will find one that fits the bill. So you'll find one that has all the different things you need. So keep looking. Keep your man-child under wraps. You'll find something in 6 weeks. Okay, so where are we? Howard, hi, Eva. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. We need to talk later on. Okay, so anybody who doesn't know, Eva and I go back a long, long way. We've been reading together for 30 years. Hard to believe I've been doing anything that long. I'm only 29. Okay, so
Alicia's next. She wants a general love reading.
is she? Okay. Hi, Alicia. It's so good to see you. Okay. And after Alicia, I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about upcoming classes. Okay, so Alicia, I'm going to cut the cards into 3 for you. And then I still think I'm going to do a northeast, southwest. I just like doing that. Okay, so in the north, and that's your grounding, that's the reality of your life. And you have the sun. So overall, whatever little things are going on back and forth, you've got happiness there. I feel like there's happiness. The sun is a brilliant card. So they're saying your love life as it stands right now is brilliant, and if it isn't brilliant yet, it will be. Another good card, 10 of Cups. So and I get this flowing kind of thing. So they're showing me something that's already there. Oh, something you're in a little bit of denial about. I wonder why. Okay, so it looks really good, Alicia. The only thing that's working against you is you yourself. And if you're your own worst enemy, then you don't have any other enemy. And so it's kind of an idea of up your own worth. Because the Queen of Coins is about a woman that knows her own worth, and it's reversed. So I think that maybe you're I've never known you to lack confidence, but for some reason I'm wondering if maybe you've got something big coming in that's making you lack confidence and making you doubt the progression. So whoever's coming in your life right now might be hitting some old familiar notes that turned out to be sour, so you're afraid of the same thing happening. And I'm telling you, whatever's coming in your life is strong. It has a lot of happiness along with it. So I think it is a good time for you to let down your guard and go ahead and play the lover's games. Whatever it is that's worrying you isn't worrying him. Okay.
And next we have Fluff, who's looking for messages from his guides.
Okay.
Or her guides. Their guides.
Their guides. Okay, so.
My pronoun is sir.
It is. I hate it. He makes me say it all the time. He asks me a question, I say yes, and he says, yes, what? Okay. We have fun. Okay, so, I said I want to talk. Bluff, I'll get right to you. I promise I'll get out to all the rest of you. I can see you right here. It's so good to see the chat. I love that. But I want to talk a little bit about upcoming classes. Now, the retreats didn't go through. I didn't, I thought that maybe I'd teach it in a different format. That maybe what would you guys think about taking classes that go from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and include a lunch 2 days in a row, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. I'm going to set up 3 classes like that, and one will be on the tarot, one will be on palmistry, and one will be on the runes. So let me know what you think of that, and I'll be announcing dates at a later date. Okay, so we will move on to Fluff. And of course, if anybody wants a reading with me in person, they can call the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293. Talk with the receptionist or Erin. Okay, so you would like a message from your spirit guides. And the first thing you got was the Hanged Man. But it was a Hanged Man reversed. And the Hanged Man is about, it's about sacrifices and patience and waiting. And your guides are saying that your time for waiting is over. And your time for being a giver is over. It's time for you to start taking a little bit. And I know they say, wait, be patient, be patient. All, good things come to those who wait. You've waited long enough. So we're going to see what else your guides have to say. I'm just going to do a simple 3-card spread here. And the first thing that your guides have to say to you is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups can be someone younger, somebody who may be a little bit entitled. And I think that your guides are kind of telling you to adjust your attitude a little bit. And maybe look at things more from a point of love and creativity other than just what's in it for me. They're saying pay a little bit more attention to your loving creative side right now. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Also, they are saying that there are some new challenges and new opportunities coming through for you. I see that in the Ace of Wands. But the wand kind of opportunities are things that you need to grab on too fast. So this is a good time for you to take a risk business-wise. And last but not least, ba-ba-ba-boom, is the Lovers. And they are talking about love coming your way. If you're already in a loving relationship, it's going to get more loving. Just because it just feels like you have the archangel's blessing in love. Okay. So thank you for tuning in, Fluff. It's good to see you. It's good to see all of you. Oh, hi, Marcy.
And our next question comes from J Street, who's looking for a good man to love. So let's see what the wheel has to say. Or not, no. It decided to not cooperate.
Aw.
Something else that doesn't work.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We're having all kinds of technical difficulties.
At this rate, by the end of the week, it won't be me working.
Oh, no. Your hard drive's going to crash. Okay, so JS. Will I find love soon? Meet a good man? Okay, JS. And the trick to that is think of who you want to attract in your life, and then strive to be the kind of person they would be attracted to. Okay, so if you want a good man to be attracted to you, be the kind of person a good man will be attracted to. Okay, so get off my soapbox. There's a little side message, but let's do 3-card spread for J Street and finding a good man. Okay, so money comes and goes. Do not judge a man just by the size of his pocket. I mean, there is something to be said for being responsible and having a job and what have you, but it's not the end all be all. And just finding, wealth is not a measure of a person's worth. Okay, so at least to the universe and to the spirit world. Right here you have justice, the scales of imbalance. So it does say that things come into balance for you. Let's see what this last one is. Okay, so yeah, it's sooner rather than later within this year. Keep in mind what I said about being the kind of person a good man would be attracted to, because with justice here, it also says that karma's at work in your life. So this is the time to show your best side. Start establishing some good karma so it can come back to you. But the Hanged Man reverse says you're not going to have to wait too much longer. And this one, blah, 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 please be a king. Yeah, you'll find a good man. And probably before the end of the year. So just work on being a really good person. Work on being the kind of person a good man will be attracted to, because you got one coming your way. All right. So Kelly Saunders, how are you doing, Kelly? Hello all. For Sally, will I be moving this year? And if so, when? Oh, another moving question. Boy, the year of the water tiger's just pushing us all along. And tiger energies do that, though. Okay, so Kelly S. wants to know about moving. And that one I'm going to put aside. So, you asked when? July. Chariot right there. The Queen of Coins warns about not having enough money to move. So, since it's coming up in July, that gives you April, May, June, July. That gives you 4 months to set aside more money. But whatever your moving fund is right now, increase it. Okay. And it's funny because then the Queen of Swords shows up. Queen of Swords she's got her good sides and she's got bad sides, but the thing with the Queen of Swords is that she's really intuitive. And she's good at spotting things, and so are you. And the Queen of Swords says, don't worry, you will spot a good moving opportunity. And again, your timing is July. So let's see what we got here. I hope it's 10 of cups. 10 of diamonds. I mean, not 10 of cups, but 10 of pentacles. Almost as good. Okay, so yeah, it looks like you might actually have the opportunity to get into a house or condominium or something like that. Because this feels like something that it's sort of situation where there's an appreciation in value, which you don't get like with a rental apartment. But the next move you make is a step toward home ownership. Okay, so good on you. So let's see who's next. Grace. Hi, Grace. It's nice to see you back again. It's nice to see all my friends here week after week. You can help us out a lot by liking this video. You can help us out, of course, by commenting. Lots and lots of comments. If you have any questions for me, you can either ask in the comment there, or you can send me an email at thequeenofoogaboga@gmail.com. Okay. And also make sure you tell your friends, like, subscribe, and share. Okay. So, where are we? Oh, hello, everybody, from Suzanne. More snow. Want spring to arrive. Oh, so do I. It's arriving tomorrow. Is that soon enough? Oh.
On March 14th? Tomorrow's Pi Day.
Oh, that's right. It's Pi Day, but it's going to be spring-like tomorrow. So, and I looked at the weatherman doesn't show any freezing temperatures for as far as the eye can see. But I think we're still going to get a dusting. Don't we always get a dusting in April? Okay. So, and Grace wants a reading for the remainder of March, of course. So, the remainder of March for Grace, warning to be imbalanced. So, even though some people may make you want to go out and drink heavily, it might not be a good idea. This is actually a month to try and bring things into balance. I know I made the joke about drinking, but with the temperance, it feels more like eating. I think that you might run into, you might discover that you have some food allergies or sensitivities that you didn't know you had before. But it feels like there's something on your food list that's going to be taken off this month. Okay, so let's see what else the cards have to say. And the north, east, south, and west. Find out the directions of everything. And of course, you've got your grounding, the messages coming in, your passion, and the way things are flowing. So with your grounding in your north, you've got the Eight of Wands, but it's the Eight of Wands reversed. So the Eight of Wands brings action. I worry that you might have a stall or even a move in the wrong direction with this. And that's kind of going on right now. So are you a little stalled maybe? Yeah, you're a little stalled. Stalled because when I get the Five of Swords, it looks like the messages that have been coming in have just been confusing to say the least. Yeah, you haven't been getting good vibes or good feedback lately. Let's see what we can do about that. When we look at your passion lies just where it should, home and family. That's just you. You like your home, your family. All you want is a happy home. And because you desire it, you'll probably get it. It's just that idea that right now you're having a few people problems and you might be having an issue getting people moving in the right direction. So if we got the Chariot or one of the good knights here. We got the Ten of Coins, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Coins. Okay, so March, even though I think the next week or so is going to be a little difficult and frustrating for you, it ends on a really, really, really good note about home and future security. So it looks like you might be getting maybe a job offer or profit sharing or something along those lines. And the word profit sharing came through. So Have faith. It gets better quicker. And they say that March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb, but your lamb is going to be pretty sweet. Okay, so Carol, and Carol wants to know what's going on with the staff where I live. Oh, well, that's a concerning question, isn't it? Okay, so what's going on with the staff there? What's their issue? Yeah, there seems to be some unhappiness there. They might not be getting good direction. It feels like something that's coming from the top. Yeah, you've got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is it is a little bit about loyalty, but it's about loyalty to oneself and one's happiness. And it still feels like it's what's coming down from the top. The staff is looking to move on. They're looking to say where else they can go. So they're not getting good management there. And unhappy workers. There's been the management is just, you can get strict management, no nonsense management, but when management leans on the workers, it usually doesn't go well. And they just aren't being treated very well, and it's reflecting on their work. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the residents. And it's funny because where you live has potential to be a happy home. I think this attitude problem is new. And it makes me wonder if maybe there's new management or a new manager. Yeah, it's the what's going on with the staff is they're just basically falling out of love with their jobs. Whatever's going on above them, their love of their job, their motivation, their happiness is all being undermined. Bad management. That's what's going on with them. Okay. And thank you for tuning in, Grace. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Okay, so where am I?
Where are the highlighted questions from Suzanne?
Oh, yes. Hi, Suzanne. Can I have a reading on the days left in March? Oh, hi, Max. Oh, that's okay that you're up. Maybe your mom will give you a cookie. Give him a cookie.
Give
Hi,
me
Max.
a cookie.
Okay, Suzanne, let's see what the rest of the March holds for you. Okay. So, north, east, south, and west. Okay, so it looks like when I see the Two of Wands reversed, I feel like you're still caught in that situation that you tell me about from time to time. It looks like it's really got you down. And you need to let that go, even if it means you go no contact or low contact. And I think low contact would be better, just because it's playing on your confidence and your happiness. I know that there's some people that you just will never get along with and will never see eye to eye with. And sometimes you just got to give yourself a break. And boy, howdy, do you need a break from them right now. Big time. Oh, really big time. You just, it's saying like it's you're being put down and it's stealing your happiness. And this all feels like something that you can turn your back on and walk away from for at least a little while. You got to put some distance between you and the toxic people in your life, and do so gently. So you have again, you got to get the Five of Swords. Sometimes it's called the Neener card. It's about Schadenfreude. It's about doing mean things just to be mean. And I think right now it's just gotten to the point where the sniping is going too much. Girl, you got to take a break from this. This is going to flow over into your home and into your work. It's playing such a big thing. So, and we've talked about this off camera, and I don't want to share all the bad, all the good and bad of, this is private for you, and I understand that, but you need to go no contact. You need to give yourself a break. You just need to, because you pretty much will put up with as much as your blood pressure is going to let you. And it's just getting nastier and nastier and nastier, and nothing's happening. Nothing's being improved. Let it go. Block them. Just at least for a little while. I know you can't block them forever, but you're going to be a whole lot happier if you go no contact for the rest of March. Just so whatever this issue is and everything's going on there, if you go no contact for 10 years, when you go back, it'll still be there. So give yourself a break, girl. Give yourself a break. Really, give yourself a break. Even the cards say, right now is a good time to put this golden barrier, because there are things that you love that you are kind of not being able to savor because this is preying on your mind so much. Yeah. So the rest of March can be good. It can be good, but that's your decision. But right now, if you keep harping on this, you're stuck. You're stuck in a quagmire there. That's why I say go no contact for a bit. Okay.
Next, we have Monica.
Oh, hi, Monica. And Monica says, hope you are all well. Sally, can I ask, what do I need to know about cancer before I consider... Oh, yeah, okay. Is that actually cancer?
Yeah, cancer to sign.
Oh, cancer is a sign. I was thinking the disease. Before I consider reconciling, entertaining him again. Anybody that's watched me for a while knows that I don't think reconciliation is very rarely a good idea. Whatever bad habits were there before will rear their nasty head again within 2 weeks. So a lot of times reconciling is a step backwards. So I really need to put my prejudice on hold, my personal opinion on hold, and trust what the cards have to say about you and your cancer, because I know that right now you would love for it to work, and I appreciate that. So let's see what the cards have to say. So you got your north, the actual situation, east, the messages and communications, south, the passion, and west, the flow. So the reality of your situation is the Pope. So he's what you're used to. He's the normal. And so you guys must have been together for a while. Okay, because it's just, he just feels like home. It just feels like normal. It's what you're used to. That doesn't mean that it's a good thing. So east, the messages, the communications have been going on. Okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of lighthearted communication, but you guys really haven't gotten down into nitty gritty and the reality of the relationship. So I go right back to my original point that whatever problems there were before will still be there, because there isn't really, this isn't really a new beginning. And so that I worry about. I worry about that, if you're talking about reconciling, you're not going to be able to start new. You've got to fix the problems. Can't pretend they didn't happen. So then we go into the passion. Let's see what the passion says. Well, now that's interesting. Because in the area of the passion, it feels like secrets are coming out. It's kind of it almost says that the illusions are going to be revealed. Cards aren't being too optimistic either. Okay, so then you've got the Eight of Wands, but it's the Eight of Wands reversed. And so even the cards think this is backward motion. And so what I would say to you, just because, I understand sometimes we reconcile with people because that's what feels safe. That's what feels regular. That's what feels normal. But when it's saying wait a bit before you commit, because A, the same old problems are still there, and B, you don't know everything you need to know yet to make a good decision. But the card's saying it's a step backwards. So you are right to worry about it. I would worry about it too.
And our next question comes from Kyla. It is 9:47, just to keep you on track.
And he does keep me on track. Okay, Kyla, and I'll answer your question, but I have to take a sip of soda first. Short arms. You? Okay, so how many months will I move back to the West Coast from
Canmore?
Within how many months will I move back to the West Coast from Canmore? Okay, Kyla on the West Coast. Kyla on the West Coast. Kyla's having some West Coast dreaming. Back to the West Coast. One more shuffle. It's a complex problem. It's a complex question, right? So, Kyla on the West Coast. And we'll do the northeast southwest of it. Okay, so you've got the sun reversed, and the sun even reverses. It's a brilliant card. It's a good card. It's an optimistic card. And one of the things I get when it's reversed like that, it just feels like you're overdue. It just feels like you've waited too long. So this must have been planned a long time ago. My guess is maybe the pandemic and maybe the pocketbook kept you from moving forward. And you have the Fool. And the Fool, again, just like the sun, it's a really optimistic card. It talks about the hardships in life pulling us forward. It says always be an optimist. It's reversed, and it feels like maybe some of the messages that you've been getting haven't been so optimistic. And so it's kind of being hard for you to be optimistic about this. But because the Fool's here, be optimistic. Oh, in your passion, this is where you love. And I wonder if there might be somebody that you hope to hook up with there, just because there's this feeling of coming together over the distance. But love waits for you on the West Coast, and you need to overcome whatever negative messages you got and get back on track with going there. I really feel like it's in your court. Whew, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Early summer. You got the sun. You've got 6, which I see that as being June-ish. And you've got 2, and 2 months will put us mid to late May. So May, June, right to there. Okay. So, and may I say these are all major arcana cards. So if you have to put on your best pair of shoes and walk out there, put on your best pair of shoes and walk out there, because you've got really good things happening waiting for you out there, including love. Okay, thank you for tuning in. You can tune in from the West Coast too. Anybody who'd like a reading in person with me, call the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293. Or if you're not in the Stratford area, I do readings online. Just send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. And anybody who would like their questions read first at 9 o'clock, just make sure you send me a question via email before the show begins.
Our next question is from Dynasty. That's why it's highlighted.
I know, I'm trying to figure, should I reconcile with a situationship? If not, is anyone new coming in 2022? Okay. Well,
I'm not sure what a situationship is either.
I know, but the cards are falling out. So
Is that the new term for friends with benefits? Somebody let me know.
Yeah.
We're old. We don't know these modern things at all.
Well, yeah. No, you shouldn't reconcile. You need to look for something new. Not something that's already been torn apart. And when I look at this, it's kind of like looking at a piece of china with a crack through it. It'll never be whole. It'll never be right. You've got something new, and it's time for you to start looking for it. And it feels like you might be blind to something that's right in front of you that will bring you happiness. But there's this assurance that you could have love by the summer. So yeah, I definitely would say the cards think you should cut it loose and find something new in 2022. 2022 is going to be a year of change, and it's not going to be nearly as stagnant as the past 3 years have been. You've got a combination of animal and element there that's really dynamic, the water tiger. So things are always flowing, and the tiger just pounces. They're an effective hunter, not because they get something every time they pounce, it's because they won't quit pouncing. So this is the way you need to be this year. Okay, and that goes to everyone. Let's see, what do we have here? Within how many months or years will I qualify for a junior research fellowship? Okay, Aditi, and your cards just fell right out. Boy, they are getting chatty. Okay, so you're looking anywhere from 8 months to 3 years, and it looks like it's all on you. Because you've got the King of Swords, but it's the King of Swords reversed. When I put my hand on it, it worries about procrastination. And procrastination is an insidious thing. I know I have the problem myself, but it's when all the little things kind of go in front of you doing the most important thing. And so you need to be more razor focused on getting that fellowship. You can't let friends and families distract you. And they don't do it on purpose. They're just there as a distraction that you're looking for to keep from doing what you need to do. So if you procrastinate, it's going to take you 3 years, maybe more. But if you are laser focused and you let everybody know you're laser focused on doing just this, you can have it within 8 months.
Well, hello. 8 months. That's pretty decent. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
By the end of the year.
Yeah. But that is being razor focused. Like my dad was razor focused on getting through university, and he got 2 bachelors and a master's in 3.5 years. He studied like crazy. We never saw him. But that's laser focused. And if you're that laser focused, you can have it in 8 months.
Well, it's 8:55. We got a few more to do. I think we'll skip the celebrity this week because I haven't thought of any.
Aw. And we could do Haley Bieber.
No.
And yeah, but send send healing energies to her. She had she had a blood clot in her brain. I mean, she's okay. She's okay. She's still in the hospital. She's okay. But sent her healing energies anyway. Okay, so Butterfly wants to know, did I meet my divine counterpart, or I will meet him in the future? Okay, so I guess divine counterpart is something like being a soulmate.
I figured as much.
Whoops. The cards are just, yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
It was,
Wait a
yeah.
minute. There was 2 questions there. Has she met him or will she meet him? Or her?
Have you
This is
met him?
driving me
Yes.
nuts.
Yes. Because you have the Fool, and the Fool is a very optimistic card, and the Fool is about opportunity coming in, even even in the face of hardship. And there's a reminder that any relationship requires work. It's a masterpiece. You have to put your creativity and your commitment and there too. So yes, you've met him, but you're still going to have to do the hard work. Good relationship doesn't happen overnight, and it's not something you can just have and put on a shelf. It's an always working on it, but if it's a good relationship, it's a joy to work on. And I think you've got this Knight of Cups, which in this card is Rasputin, but I like to think of him as Prince Lancelot, that noble knight in shining armor kind of thing. So you might not have a knight in shining armor now, but you do some work and you can polish them up, and both of you can be knights in shining armor for each other. So yeah, there's potential there.
And our next question comes from Quirker Ramona.
Hi, quirky Ramona.
See, I've had a hard time with that one.
Please, lovely lady. Oh, another compliment. Flattery will get you everywhere. Would you honor me with a general reading? Light and love to you. I love your readings. Oh, thank you, Ramona. Oh, yes, I'll even give it a good shake right here. And you want a general reading? So, okay. Quirky Ramona. You've got some shifting tides happening in your life. It almost feels like shifting stands, but in a positive direction, like meeting a lot of like-minded people. So let's see, in the north, you've got the Pope. Okay, and the Pope is about following the rules, what's expected of you. There's also the idea of marriage or adhering to some other institution. Let's see. Okay, so the messages that you've been getting, you've got the Ten of Wands, and one of the ideas behind the Ten of Wands is as you're coming into this period of your life, you might be a little overburdened. So I worry about you, I worry about you trying to do too many things at once. So this is a good time for you to purge. This is a good time for you to figure out what's really important to you and go with that. You can do 3 things mediocre, or you can do 1 thing really good. This is a time for you to do 1 thing really good. Okay, so in your passion, oh, how lovely. You've got the 10 of Cups. That's home and heart. So what I say about building a foundation in a relationship, and that a home takes more than just 2 people. It's 2 people in the community and the friends that surround them. You're right all about that. And because you're about that, and because you have that commitment in your heart to this ideal, you will have that. And the direction you're headed, the 3 of Coins. So all you need is a plan and to work on it, and a little bit of skill. And it looks like you have all 3. So you are on again, I get to this preacher thing. The cards tell me you're on your way to holy matrimony. So there's that commitment. Again, sort of, get rid of all the garbage, get rid of all the superfluous stuff. Focus in on one thing, and that one thing should be home and hearth. And work on it. Work in general, although it feels like you're already rolling in that direction. You're doing just fine in that direction because I feel like you've got a bit of skill and you already have a plan and a goal there. Because this feels more like relationships. Okay, so you work on relationships, they'll go well. Don't let people waste your time. Okay.
Okay, next we've got about 7 questions to go. I get the feeling that's not going to happen. Double A wants to know about blessings.
Oh, blessings are always good. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the runes. Guess what, guys? I'm going to do the runes now. The runes are quicker. Well, they are and they aren't. Okay, what blessings are coming for double A? A battery. No, not really. Okay, so you do have a new arrival. You've got Perthos. So something new and unexpected is going to come over the summer. With Tyr. Tyr is Norse god of justice. So this is a good time for you to be true to yourself and true to your own truth. And absolutely be honest. When Tyr shows up, lies or dishonesty or deception are exposed. So you want to make sure that you toe that line, that you're very honest. But I think I do see a new family arrival, and this is over the summer, and actually can say that there's a boy coming in. You have Jera, and that's a harvest. So this is a good year for you. It feels like you got a lot of things coming into fruition on the road ahead. So that's good blessings. And Jera also says that, when good things happen to you, people can look at you and say, it's lucky. And in a way that takes away from the hard work you've done. Because when I see Jera, it reminds me that you have worked hard for the success that's coming your way. You've worked hard for success that's coming your way. Look for expansion and further rooting in the area of family. So hard work is rewarded, and that's your blessing.
All right. Our next reading is for Babu, who would like a general reading.
And I would be happy to give you a general reading, Babu. I'm on the runes now, so I'll just give you a handful of runes. That feels like the right handful. Okay, so a general reading is, these two, Issa and Thorazaz together. They're two kind of negative runes, and this is where it starts out. And this says, the best way to win the game of tug of war is to let go of the rope. And you're kind of in this back and forth. You're in this argument that you just absolutely can't win. And as much as you want to win it, the best thing for you to do right now is throw your hands up in the air and say, that's it. You win. You can have it all. Goodbye. Walk out. Walk away from it. And sometimes it's the hardest thing to do, especially when you fought really hard for something. And after a while, you feel like you've invested time. No, whatever this thorn in your side is, it's a waste of time. Always has been, always will be. Walk away. And I really put that forward because you've got Berkana, and Berkana is a goddess. It is kind of related to the goddess. So it tells me that you're going to have universal blessings coming into your life and growth coming into your life. You cannot be involved in this two-way Zax. There's a story by Dr. Seuss about the north-going Zax and the south-going Zax. And they ended up so caught up in their argument that neither one would. North-going Zax will never go any way but north, and south-going Zax will never go anywhere but south. And they ended up face-to-face, toe-to-toe for all of eternity while the rest of the world built up and evolved around them. and they got nowhere. And I don't want you to be a Zax. I want you to take one step to the side, let the other person win, and get on with the blessings that life wants to send you. Because there are a lot of things that you've been working for, and this is the rune of the hunter. The hunter is someone that gets what they want. And it says that life can change on a dime. Life can change on a dime. Whatever this argument is, whatever this is, walk away from it. Drop it like a hot potato. No matter how much you've got invested in it, no matter what, drop it. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. It will bring you instant blessings. It will bring you instant blessings.
Well, there you go, Babu. Our next question comes from Manifestation Queen, who's looking for her dream job.
Ooh, this is a good year to look for it, too.
When will that happen?
Oh. Okay, let's see. That feels like the right handful. And summer. Okay, so it feels like, yeah, I can see why you wanted the dream job. Because the last job you had, you worked hard, you did a good job, and you didn't get anywhere with it. Feels like you were used in the last job. You know, and sometimes that happens where you just get paid less in market and you're expected to do twice as much. And when you turn around, the boss is taking credit for your work. Yeah, that's a horrible situation to be in. But I'm glad that you decided to get the ball rolling forward. That's the best thing in the world you can do. And you do have, yeah, all you had to do was walk away from a bad situation. And now that you've decided to find a new job, all you have to do is just get working on finding and going for it. I think that summer's about right. It says, because as soon as you start moving forward, as soon as you get outside that door, all of a sudden you've got kin, you've got friends, you've got people there that are rooting for you and helping you out. I'm sure that you found that there are a lot more people on your side than you thought, and success is waiting there for you. This one is change, rapid change, and that's how I know that rapid change is coming your way. All you have to do is look. You can have a job by summer. You can have a job by summer. This is probably Aunt Sue's. Oh, Gabu, even better. You can have a job. Yeah, and I'm actually going to push it up somewhere between Easter and Memorial Day, right through there. If you don't think that you can get a good reference from where you worked, from your previous employer, which is possible, you should ask other people who worked with you in the industry or old managers or other people who can vouch for you, because there's a lot of people that you might not think they're on your side that are. There's only one person that didn't think a lot of your job ethic, and that's the person who benefited the most from it. But between April and Memorial Day, that's when you get it, and it's going to be a good one.
Our last question is going to be from Chris. But before we get to that, if you would like a reading in person from Sally, please call the Spa Nerd Tracks in Stratford, Ontario. The number is 519-272-1293. And if we didn't get to your answer today, to your question today, write us an email and we'll answer it first next Sunday. We are here every Sunday, 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock Eastern Time, at night, of course, because nobody's up that early on a Sunday. Not at this house. We've got one more question. Chris wants to know, with this week, will I have time to relax and get my spiritual energy back?
Okay, R&R for the brother Chris. Brother medium Chris. Okay, so... Oh, that's funny. It's basically saying that you're not good at sitting still. Because the first thing that it says is, but you don't like sitting still. You don't like resting. So so basically it's saying it's up to you and asking, can you really sit still long enough to relax? It does look like you've got big things happening work-wise. Yeah. Well, that's just the spiritual end of it, because the work end of it seems to be moving forward pretty fast. You've got some rapid changes coming your way, which is a good thing. learning a few new things. I like that. This answers, this is around your spiritual growth. This is around your question. Yeah, you will, but not until later on in the week. The week itself is going to be real active. It looks like you'll have some downtime on Friday before you go to the next class. I think you have another class on Friday, don't you? And I want to thank you for, Chris sent me just the most amazing picture of his cat watching me on TV. I got a big kick out of that. That was great. And I know that I know the producer is moving me along, but I know that there's a lot of you out there that love to have this. And so this is for everybody. We're going to do a pick 3 as we come to the end of the show. And I'm using different cards. I'm using the Gypsy cards. And it's a very special deck that I confiscated from the producer, and he bought that in Europe.
Really? You don't know where I'm from?
He brought them in Austria.
I think that's grounds for divorce.
I didn't say Germany. So I got them in Austria. So you'll notice the foreign language there. Okay, so we'll pick 3. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. And so this
Slide them to your left.
left. Okay, this is the influence at play for you this week. So did you pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? You pick card number 1. The influence at play for you this week is desire. And there's this feeling of anticipation, okay? And this feeling of wanting. So this is a good week to focus in on the things that you really want. Because first you want something, then you come up with a plan to get it. So go after something that you want this week. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, the influence at play for you this week is hope. And you have this lovely lady, and she's, when you have the ship, there's the idea of ships coming in. So if you pick card number 2, this is a good week to be optimistic about your ships coming in and about the energies that you sent out coming back to you in a positive fashion. Okay? So be light of heart this week. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, influence at play this week for you is visit. And this is the cards are saying, this is a time for you to reach out to your friends. This is a week for you to contact some of your old friends that you haven't gotten to talk to for a while. Open up some channels of communication. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And I've enjoyed spending this hour with you. Please remember to like, share, tell all your friends about me. Tell your enemies about me and make them into friends. Anybody who'd like a reading with me, just give the Spa Near the Tracks a call at 519-273-1293.
272. I'm getting that tattooed on your arm.
519-272-1293. I already have the Fool tattooed on my arm.
And a 272 ain't going to make much of a difference.
Okay. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you next Sunday for Psychic Sundays Live with your Queen of Ooga Booga and her producer.
Bye-bye.